Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be repairing a malfunctioning key trigger on this Kurzweil K2000. I got this keyboard super cheap off of Craigslist. So I guess the thing with these Kurzweils is the rubber pads that are under here that function as a key trigger, they could get a little tiny piece of debris in there and it causes all kinds of velocity issues. So today we're going to take this thing apart and see if we can't fix this issue. Now, I've never had one of these keyboards apart, but it looks like underneath we have a Phillips head there, Phillips head there, Phillips there, Phillips there, Phillips there, Phillips there, Phillips there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I am going to predict if we take these screws out, this should come off. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do 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 do. Ah. All right, to pull this key bed out, looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 screws. We have 3 ribbon cables here, and we have an aftertouch ribbon cable. And I think that's all we have to take loose. Okay, we unplugged aftertouch and put it through that hole. And after looking here, there's only 2 ribbon cables. This goes to the display or something. We need to unplug these 2 ribbon cables and put them through these holes right here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's these metal clips that need to come off before this can be unplugged. So I'm just gonna undo these metal clips, take them off, and then unplug this. And then do the same for this one over here. You have to push down and then unhinge it. Now the clip's down and we can unplug the ribbon cable. Push it through this hole where the key bed is. Need to get this clamp out of here. There, that's what's holding the ribbon cable in. Do the same to this one over here. Push down and unhook it. Kiss my... I was thinking, dude, I'm gonna have to start putting my phone in airplane mode and stuff, especially when I'm sleeping. Yes. Okay, we should be able to lift this thing up and the key bed just sit there. Yes. Yes, Shetty. As much as I dread doing it, I'm going to pull these keys off and clean them because it looks dirty under there. Oh, the things we do for old keyboards. First thing is to take all of the return springs off on each key. Probably use needle nose pliers. Yes. Okay, it looks like you can just pry back a little bit on a plastic tab on the key and it should come off of the hinge. Okay, there's a pushable tab right here. Tilt the board up like this so you can push the key down, stick a flathead in there, gently pry this way to get that tab off of the other black piece, and it should lift right off. Be extremely careful. I don't know how strong these tabs are. I just went like this, pushed back against this tab, and the key lifted right up. Just gentle, flat pressure. So take the white keys off first. Now let's do the black keys. If you watch my other videos, I did this to an Ensoniq. That one was a 76 key. What a pain in the... And here I am doing this again. Guys, I'm not buying any more keyboards. I got the few I wanted for nostalgia, and that's it. I hate doing this. This is how dirty this thing is underneath the keys. Okay, the problem key that I noticed from playing this is this D right here. I marked it with a dot. This D, the velocity's higher on it. But when I was taking these keys off, I noticed the previous owner marked this D key underneath. So I put a dot here also. Even though I didn't notice a problem here, it was here. And of course those notes have to be on two separate boards. What I'm going to do next is pull these two boards off of the assembly. Yes, sir. And then how you get these off is these little rubber tabs are holding it on. And instead of pulling this off, I think it's best to push on them from this side so you don't rip the tabs off. So I don't know whether to take them all off or just where the problem key is. It would probably make sense just to do the problem key. And of course, this has to be right here by the ribbon cable. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in on these rubber tabs, and I can see it already start to lift up. Take this little screwdriver. Because dude, it almost looks like they put glue down. There we go. I'm pushing the short ones in first. I think I see a little piece of speck of debris in there right here. That's the problem key. That's the only thing I see that could be causing it. I'm going to take this little screwdriver and see if I can get that speck off of here. All right, I put in the longer rubber pins first. Now let's push in these small ones. Make sure these are all mashed flat, dude. You don't want any more debris getting in there. Hell, I'm even gonna pull on the on the tabs a little bit. Okay, there you go. It's back on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the cover on the other D just to make sure, man. We got all this stuff off. I tell you what, so you guys don't have to. I'm gonna cut and come back. I'll be back. Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with this D. It was the other one. I guess they marked it by mistake. Well, at least now we know. We'll put this back on. I'll be back. Man, look at this. All right, let's start putting this thing back together. These sat like this, which means this would be like this. This goes like this. Yes. And just to make sure, let me look over here. Yes. Wouldn't it be terrible if you get all this back together and you had a board backwards? Oh my God. Let me tighten these screws up and I'll be back. All right, these boards are back in. Black dots on the right side. There's both of the D's, so it's in the correct position, I hope. Next, I'm going to clean the black keys and put them back on the rack. Now, let's clean the white keys and put them back on the rack. All right, let's put all of the return springs back on. Yes. Even though these keys came out just like this with the keyboard upside down, I'm going to try to put them in right side up because these two ribbon cables, they need to go through these holes and the aftertouch needs to go through here. And I just think it might be easier to fish it through there from the top. There's the aftertouch, and maybe I should have did these first. Yes, thank you. Okay, and these are through. Yes. Need to start some screws in this, man. Let me tighten these and I'll be right back. All right, the keys are in. We got to plug in this aftertouch cable right here. We need to plug this ribbon cable in right here. And the other ribbon cable from the keyboard goes right here. We got to put these metal clips back over these two. Yes. 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 Metal clips. Yes. Some guy like me singing that David Allan Coe song on that acoustic video. I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up. in the rain. But before I could get this clip back on this wire harness, she got run over by a damned old train. Don't you wish your Kurzweil was a like me? Don't you? I see you trying to fix me, bro, but I ain't gonna let you, motherfucker. Don't you know? Don't you wish your Kurzweil was a bitch like me? Just to recap, after touch ribbon is on, the 2 keyboard ribbons is on. You see the metal clip that holds the plug in place? Yes. I guess the only thing left to do, man, is put the bottom back on it. And this pain in the needs to be the one that gets started first, because the bracket moves. Yes. All right, here we are. It's back together. As you can see, I'm going to be doing a backlight in this thing soon. Kurzweils are notorious for the screen backlight to start getting dim, and then they go out. This one's getting dim. Right here was the problem key that we picked the debris off of. Every time you hit it, it was just full velocity. It would be like... And now... it's fixed. This was the key that was marked. Nothing wrong with it either. Hey guys, thank you for checking out my Kurzweil video. I need to learn how to run this thing. But that's it for now, and I will see you next video.